Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. Welcome back to Meme Deck Monday. We are playing a deck that I go way back with, all the way back to high school, and that is going to be the Law of the Normal. So this is sort of a control, sort of a stally thing, but also usually just ends up in an OTK. So how this works is for a Law of the Normal, you can only activate this card while there are 5 face-up level 2 or lower monsters on your side of the field. Both players discard all cards in their hands and destroy all cards in the field except level 2 or lower normal monsters. So this kind of works like the huge Revolution deck that we played a few months ago at this point. Basically, you just want to get the required monsters on the field, play this card. Ideally, you want to play Triangle Power first to boost all of your monsters by 2,000 attack and actually OTK your opponent. But the Law of the Normal has a big enough, good enough effect on its own that sometimes that's just going to end the game. It may just take you a little bit longer to get there. With the Law of the Normal, obviously, we have to play a lot of low-level normal monsters, which aren't going to be the most powerful things in the world. However, Konami did decide to give us 3 decent ones. We have 3 Charcoal Apache, 3 DD Trainer, and 3 Oppressed People. All of these cards have a good defense with a mediocre attack. Oppressed People actually having the most attack at 400. So these things aren't going to be hitting very hard unless you've already played Triangle Power, but they can gum up the board and buy you some time until you can draw the Law of the Normal and have your 5 normal monsters out. We need more normals than this, unfortunately, so we do have to play some not great ones, but we have Kozaki, we have 3 Moki Moki, and we have Gigabyte in the deck. Now, Goblin Cartographer is technically better than both Moki Moki and Gigabyte, but you cannot convince me that for an extra 200 or 150 attack, that card is cool enough to include over either of these. And I'm not going to include it over the Mad Scientist either. So, you know, fight me for not being totally correct and having the best monsters possible in this deck, but I mean, look at what we're playing anyway. I think it'll be okay. We have 3 copies of Enchanting Fitting Room. Obviously, just an incredible engine card for this deck and put any of our monsters on the field, up to 4 at a time. If we get really lucky on it, generally we're probably going to hit 1 or 2, which is totally fine. As mentioned before, we have 3 copies of Triangle Power, which increases the attack of the attack and defense of all face-up level 1 normal monsters on my side of the field by 2,000. This does not work with Scapegoat. It is non-token monsters only, but we will get to Scapegoat a little bit later. We have 2 copies of Heart of the Underdog. Didn't want to play 3, kind of a little bricky, but just playing 2 to go with the 18 normal monsters, totally fine. We have 2 level limit Area B, because we need to stall the game out. We have Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Delinquent Duo, Heavy Storm, of course, and then we have 2 copies of Scapegoat. So Scapegoat does actually work with Law of the Normal. It is not the ideal way of doing it because you want monsters to be able to pump with Triangle Power to actually kill your opponent after you activate the Law of the Normal. However, sometimes you can just get into a scenario where you're like, all right, flip Scapegoat, summon another monster. Obviously, you can't do that in the same turn. Flip Scapegoat on your opponent's end phase, summon a monster, activate the Law of the Normal, and now you still have 4 goat tokens, and neither player has any cards. And then you go to a top deck scenario, which you're probably going to lose, but you know, it's funny either way. And you can definitely get some wins from there. So past that, we have Human Wave Tactics. This card is really good about keeping your normal monsters on the field and actually getting some value out of Kozaki, Moki Moki, and Gigabyte. And then we have 2 copies of Skill Drain because we're just playing normal monsters, so Skill Drain do be good. For the side, I don't know. I really started with just like, you know, King Tiger seems like a little bit of a problem for this deck, so I'm going to play a bunch of cards that are good against it. We have 3 copies of Swords of Concealing Light and Lightning Vortex and Cyber Jar, all good against King Tiger. And then we have 2 Morphing Jar number 2 for Reasoning Gate. We have a non-spellcasting area, which is a sweet card. We have a 3rd copy of Scapegoat with 2 copies of Metamorphosis to help a little bit more with the aggressive decks. And we have 2 Gravity Bind, the 3rd Skill Drain, and we have a copy of Order to Smash. So that's the deck. Is it good? Probably not. Did I win my first 5 matches that I played with the deck? Yeah. So, you know, I love this deck. Hopefully we can get some wins with it. But yeah, let's get to the matches. All right, we've got the first match here. I'm on an account that is unknown to very many people. A few people know about the Slam and Salmon account. This is the one that I use to summon Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. However, a lot of people don't know about this one, so kind of wanted to go a tad bit anonymous here. Oh my god. We're just going to kind of play this the slow way, right? We'll just set DD Trainer, and on the next turn, hopefully like Enchanting Fitting Room into a bunch of stuff, Triangle Power, and kill our opponent. Okay, I'm down. But yeah, I kind of wanted to go a little bit anonymous with recording these videos. So, you know, maybe, oh, come on. Welcome to Beam Deck Monday. They didn't want people to see that I was playing and they hit the triangle power. Come on now. Anyway, I've been interrupted too many times here. But yeah, I didn't want people to see that I was playing and maybe get excited that a video was coming and then the video take forever or, you know, just not get released or whatever. So here we are, just getting absolutely destroyed. Oh man, at least I got a graceful charity. So you're saying there's a chance here. Let's go ahead and activate that. All right, into Pot of Greed. I can't really complain too much. We'll get rid of Moki Moki and Gigabyte here. Let's see what we hit off of this Pot of Greed. Okay, I mean, I guess I can't complain. Unfortunately, the only way that we can get over Thestalos is by hitting oppressed people. I guess Kozaki does it as well. Okay, here's where Goblin Cartographer would actually be good. Man, all right, let's just duo. Do we want to Enchanting Fitting Room and see if we can hit something to attack over Thestalos? I mean, we would need quite a few monsters to actually make this work. Maybe, I mean, yeah, let's just pass the turn. We're not in any risk of like super dying here, so maybe there's a chance we can draw into like a scapegoat with the Law of the Normal or something. And maybe be able to take our opponent out. We'll see. All right, we get rid of Jinzo and Sakuretsu armor. We're playing some monsters. Or a monster. Set in the back row. Kozaki. That is one of the ones that gets over Thestalos here. Yeah, let's just go for it. Summon Kozaki. We good. Activate Enchanting Fitting Room. Good. Ooh, not great. Yeah, let's just summon the oppressed people, everything else back to the deck. Not great, but you know. We do what we got to do, and I think I'm actually going to hold on to the DD trainer because triangle power will kill it. And I may as well wipe my opponent's board. I can't summon the DD trainer anyway because I summoned Kozaki, so kind of forced to hold on to it. All right, so hopefully that's not a Mirror Force. If it is, we lose the game. But let's take out the Stalos and see if we can take out this face down. Yeah, they're going to get back Duo. Oh, no, they're probably going to get back like Graceful Charity or something. And Duo would take out the DD trainer, but we'll see. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the case. So we're going to lose our monsters to the Triangle Power, which is Big Sag, but, oh god, call it Haunted, sure. All right, we're going to lose to this Jinzo for sure. Yeah, Graceful Charity is fine. Hope for a better game 2 and 3. Obviously, our opponent just had a pretty ridiculous start. Just kind of wiped us out of all of our resources, even though we had a hand that could, like, pretty much just kill our opponent on turn 2. Without the Law of the Normal. That does happen sometimes. Sometimes you just get a random OTK with the deck. Yeah, and then there's the Law. We'll go ahead and admit defeat, and let's see. What do we want? We probably want Lightning Vortex here just to help take out some of the Monarchs and stuff like that. Skill Drain looking pretty good, and I don't think we want to bring in Swords. Swords does help attack over Monarchs, but it's kind of whatever, I think. Maybe we want the Cyber Jar here. I don't hate that idea. Level limit is good. I'm a fan of like trimming Heart of the Underdog here. Maybe we just like trim the scapegoats. Just cut the scapegoats out entirely. I think we've got a good chance of like actually OTKing here. I don't think we need to rely on as much of like the defensive strategies necessarily, especially like scapegoat plus Law of the Normal is fine. Like you do get rid of all of the cards, but I think our opponent's probably just going to be top decking better than us. So this is not an exact science, but we'll go with it and hope for a better game 2 and 3. I would like to go first, please. Sounds advantageous in the format where you get to draw on turn 1. All right, not upset about this at all. Lead on Pot of Greed. Any Enchanting Fitting Rooms? No, get another Law of the Normal, another good butt. Let's just set DD Trainer. Activate level limit. We'll pass the turn. Let's see if we can build up to some good good monsters on the board. Monarchs do make it a little difficult. Obviously, yeah, obviously they can attack over everything. Got the heavy storm, the one thing that I don't have multiples of here. Okay, we'll just ditch Law of the Normal. Yeah, Monarchs can like attack over all of my defensive monsters. Mobius also, you know, very good against like level limit stuff like that. Zaborg destroys monsters, and I need a critical mass of them. The Stalos takes cards from my hand. I also need a critical mass of, you know, just everything can go bad with Monarchs thing here, but here we are. We'll just set Charcoal and Patchy, activate Heart of the Underdog, and we will pass the turn. Maybe we can chain off a whole bunch of monsters with Heart of the Underdog or something like that. We'll see. We are kind of like, well, take Gigabyte. Our opponent is hit very, very well. That was one of the reasons to like keep a Law of the Normal in hand, but I think we're just gonna die here. Or I guess one of like to keep both Law of the Normals in hand. So we get to draw some cards here. Cyberchar. That's an interesting one. I'll go ahead and set that. That's a way to refuel. Get this Thestalos off the board and refill the board with monsters as well. Okay. Please don't be a Zaborg. Thestalos, that's fine. I'll take 100. I don't really care which one you extract here either. This actually takes care of 2 Thestalos, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get some draws of a Heart of the Underdog again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love to see it. All right. Reveal Oppressed People. Draw a card. Love it. Reveal Moki Moki. Draw a card. Love it. Reveal Gigabyte. We draw another card. Kozaki. Okay. Okay. We draw another card. Law of the Normal. Okay. All right. So you're saying there's a chance here. Love to see it. I'm just going to flip the Cyberjar. All right. Let's go. Oh, Enchanting Fitting Room? And 2 monsters? Oh my god. Let's go. And Triangle Power? Oh man. I am down. I'm so down for this. Alright, Graceful Charity. Do some good stuff for me. I'm not even going to bother, like, getting a screenshot of my opponent's cards here. A second Enchanting Fitting Room? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's ditch Skill Drain here. And Kozaki. Let's activate Enchanting Fitting Room. Okay, we got 1. So we just need this other Enchanting Fitting Room to hit 1 more monster. That's doable, right? We're going to ring the Kozaki. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, Enchanting Fitting Room again. We don't have that many monsters left in the deck, but we need to hit 2 here. Let's go. Let's go. We hit 2. All right, can we get this off here? I'm going to summon Moki Moki because it's cool. Good. We used the ring there, so I imagine my opponent doesn't have any more responses. Triangle Power. All good? Oh, yeah. Law of the Normal. Let's go. Come on. Any wins? Any concessions, opponent? Let's go. I didn't think we were going to get there in that one. That was awesome. Heart of the Underdog went wild. Oh my god. And we hit like the exact number of monsters off of these Enchanting Fitting Rooms that we needed. That was beautiful. Okay. So we saw Sasuke, which is a reason why I may want to bring in these Gravity Binds, but like I have triple Skill Drain, right? That can just help out there. Maybe I think Human Wave Tactics is still fine, just like against the Monarchs. And we also have Lightning Vortex to help with Sasuke as well, so I think we're totally fine here, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just run it back. There's no science behind this or any of that stuff. My alarm is going off on my phone. It's a little early here. We got some coffee going. It's a good time. We have a level limit. We have 3 copies of DD Trainer. Our opponent once again opens on Delinquent Duo. Welcome to Meme Deck Monday again. But we're re-rolling for Duo. Ew. You guys know how I feel about rolling for Duo. Totally your prerogative if that's what you want to do, but you know, the cards are already randomized. You don't need to do that. Especially re-rolling, just like, I don't know. Use 5 and 6 for the same card. Yeah, I'm just gonna set DD Trainer, play level limit area B here. I think that's a pretty easy decision. We'll see what the opponent has for us. I'm energized now. I was like, oh man, that we're just gonna get an easy loss, get 2-0'd, but no 2-0 here. We're still out here though. You know, this hand's not quite as explosive looking, but I guess an Enchanting Fitting Room or a Cyber Jar or something could turn that around. There is a good chance I'm supposed to be maining Cyber Jar in this deck. Yeah, the Stalos coming down. It's fine. Hopefully they take out my level limit. I guess Kozaki's fine as well. Level limit's a more impactful card, so I guess this plays around what MST or Breaker a little better. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm down to draw Heart of the Underdog, and I think here actually I may just play out both. If my opponent draws a Heavy Storm, it's not like we're gonna lose to Heavy Storm regardless, I guess is the reason. And this protects against MST, Breaker, a Dust Tornado if they sided in and anything like that. Ooh, Enchanting Fitting Room, you say. Okay, well, we know our opponent has Moth, so maybe we just go ahead and activate that. Sure, I don't want them... Well, we don't know like our opponent has Moth, but we know the opponent is playing Moth in their deck, so I don't really want them to duo this. Let's just get the board built up here. All right, we only hit 1. That's totally fine. I would have loved to have kept that skill drain. All right. We are banking on Heart of the Underdog getting us there, essentially. But, you know, good chance it draws some extra cards. Ooh, there's that Cyber Jar again. I don't know if I really want to play that, actually. Why wouldn't I? I guess... Yeah, you know what? Let's just set the Cyber Jar. Like, we can choose when to flip it because we've got these level limit area Bs. And, like, if I draw a bunch of normal monsters off of Law or Heart, then I can use the Cyber Jar to try to find me, like, Triangle Power, Law of the Normal, stuff like that. Skill Drain's an interesting one. That sure does turn off the Cyber Jar. So I don't think I flip it now. But let's just set the Skill Drain. This is totally fine. And like the Heavy Storm waiting room here. Heavy Storm would be great. Law of the Normal is getting close to being great. I wish Heart of the Ooh, Triangle Power. Okay. Kind of happy to see that one, but I think I'm just going to pass the turn from here. The draw go scenario, I think favors me because I have Heart of the Underdog and I can just flip up the Cyber Jar whenever I feel it's necessary. Maybe I need to flip it here because if the opponent has a Moth, I would lose Triangle Power, Steel Drain. That's fine though, right? Opponent goes down to 6,000. And if I flip it here, like I still have to contest this entire back row. Let's just pass the turn. Even if I get duoed, like I still have Heart of the Underdog. I think this play pattern is good for me in the long run. Obviously my opponent can draw into Heavy Storm, but then we still have Cyber Jar. So yeah, the Stalos is fine. I'm not going to skill drain it because I want to keep my Cyber Jar up. Triangle Power going to the graveyard. Okay, sure. Gonna lose the Triangle Power regardless. Okay. Fitting Room is a good one, but I still don't think it's time for Cyber Jar. I'm just gonna keep passing here. I know we're playing with fire. I understand. I really just want to draw into, like, if I still had the Triangle Power, then maybe I go for it. Okay, we lose the skill drain. No big deal. That was kind of a wild Kind of a wild MST there. Ooh, Lightning Vortex. That's an interesting one. I don't have Law yet. 23. Haven't really seen a whole lot of normal monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've seen a third of our normal monsters. We're basically, you know, just back in the whole, do we want to do something? Or do we just want to keep passing? I'll set skill drain. We'll give it another pass. I'm sure people are going to be yelling at me like, no, you need to flip the Cyber Jar. But again, I just feel like this scenario, like even if I do have to flip the skill drain and turn off my Cyber Jar, it's not the end of the world, right? Oh, Mobius. Now I'll flip the skill drain. Solemn Judgment, you say? Okay. All right, it's fine. We lose our level limits, but like now we have Cyber Jar to clear the board. I mean, our opponent does get to use the cards off of it first if they so choose. But pretty okay with this situation still. I think it's fine. Oh, they didn't attack the Cyber Jar. Let's go. All right, so let's see if we can hit some more cards off of this Heart of the Underdog. Flip the Cyber Jar. Oh, are we doing it? I believe we are, in fact, doing it here. Yeah, let's Heavy Storm. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to do it because like I don't want my opponent to be able to use the cards first, and there's just a chance I can just like OTK here. Right? They did hit a Sasuke. Oh, we hit a Triangle Power, though. Hit Sasuke Breaker? That's fine. All right, we hit a Triangle Power. We do have Enchanting Fitting Room, and we have not summoned. So I believe our opponent is dead. Let's go. Okay. So let's just go ahead and activate Enchanting Fitting Room here. See if we can get the full 5 monsters on the board. Yep, we can. Oppressed People, come on down. Give it a good Shuffle-Reno here. Summon Moki Moki. Activate Triangle Power. You, opponent, are dead. Let's go. All right. The Law of the Normal has won the first match. Bit of a long one there, but we're going to get one more. Hope you guys are enjoying. We'll be back with round 2. All right. We've got a second match here. Hopefully we can run it back just like we did in the first one. We shall see what happens. All right, good hand, good hand. All right, yeah, no, I'm not going to complain about this. We already have a Triangle Power, which is very nice. Enchanting Fitting Room, probably the best card in our deck. We can wall this Shining Angel till the end of time. All right, I'm down. Ooh, and Heart of the Underdog? I don't mind that at all. We could Enchanting Fitting Room and see if we could win the game here. I don't think that's quite gonna happen though. We just take a turn to figure it out. Let's set Oppressed People, activate Heart of the Underdog, and we'll just pass the turn. I mean, if we hit like all 4 monsters off of the Fitting Room, there's a real chance we could have just won the game there. Even through the Shining Angel, maybe? Maybe not through the Shining Angel. We'll see. Okay, 2 Shining Angels. All right, take 600 off of our Oppressed People. You love to see it. Getting all of the chip damage. All right, opponent just sets another back row. Can we get a draw off this Heart of the Underdog? Ooh, we got a Law of the Normal. That's pretty sick. What do I want to do here? I guess we just Enchanting Fitting Room first and see how many we hit off of it. Because if we hit 3, we could just win the game, right? Yeah, let's just activate it. Obviously, the chances of hitting 3 are very low. All right. How about we hit all 4 instead? How's that sound? Okay. All right. Here are my dudes. All good? All good? I'm going to lead on Heavy Storm. What say you, opponent? You have to do something here? No? Nothing? Really? Okay. Activate triangle power. And we will activate the law of the normal. And our opponent has died here on turn 2. What an insane enchanting fitting room. We just hit all 4. Beautiful. This is what we came here for. All right. Okay. So we're playing against, we saw Royal Decree. I didn't even see the other card that went to the graveyard. So probably not return. I don't know. Shining Angel. I'm trying to think of what else would play Shining Angel. But like, I don't know. We probably don't need to overthink this. Let's just bring in like Gravity Binds. Let's bring in Cyberjar because like, I don't know. Cyberjar was nuts in the first match. So it's probably supposed to just be in the main anyway. And like, let's just cut these skill drains. And Heart of the Underdog's been really good too. Let's just cut this Human Wave Tactics, I guess. Card's good, but well, hold on. Let's just cut a Scapegoat. Sure. We'll call it a day. We're just going to win on turn 2. We don't need to make decisions when sideboarding. I mean, look at this hand. Ah, boo. Boo. All right, don't hit Law of the Norm. Couldn't even get it out. Okay. All right, Law of the Normal down, and I'm just going to get rid of DD Trainer. Delinquent Duo obviously is Delinquent Duo. We have more normal monsters. Gravity Bind. Okay. Yeah, let's just lead on Duo. Take this card. Silent Swordsman? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what they're doing. Okay, so they're doing Silent Swordsman plus Royal Decree shenanigans. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's set Charcoal and Patchy. I'm just going to set the Gravity Bind. I'm not going to activate the Fitting Room just yet. Hopefully Impatchy can just buy some time. Because we did lose our Law of the Normal. Uh-oh. I'm going to sack 4, level 5. That's fine. Activate Gravity Bind here. Hopefully that's not a decree. All right. Very nice. We'll take a Gigabyte. And we're just going to set it. And we're going to play the waiting game. No need to activate Fitting Room just yet. Oh, Triangle Power? Okay. All right. If I hit 3 of them, then I can get over this for 50, 300. No, it's not quite lethal, so no reason really to do anything yet. We'll just pass again. Most unfortunate that we lost our Law of the Normal. All right, Rhoda's probably going to go get level 2, right? Or, sure, Silent Swordsman level 3. And we're not going to attack with it. So, during your standby phase, you can send it to the graveyard to summon level 5. Okay, that's fine with me. I don't really... Oh, okay. All right. Unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. Okay. Wait. Is it unaffected by Law of the Normal? I suppose it is. That's kind of... that's kind of gross. But let's activate Enchanting Fitting Room. All right, let's hit 3. Come on. Oh, Cyberjar. Okay, so let's special summon this in defense, this in defense. Top of deck. Top of deck. And let's see here. So, yeah, we definitely don't have lethal, because this can get over this for, that's 100. That's 1350. It's 1450 total. Yeah, we're not even close, right? So let's just pass the turn. If the opponent wants to go get another level 5, I mean, we'll just figure things out. Because it's unaffected by the Law of the Normal. That's so weird. But our opponent's at 7,000. It's going to be really close, because we're only going to do like 200 total from 2 attacks. Enchanting Fitting Room. Okay. So yeah, we attack with this here, this here. That would be 200. I mean, it's worth it to do it for sure. Let's just go ahead and see if we can make things happen here. Are you serious? Okay. Now, sometimes enchanting fitting room do be bricking. Just very unlikely. I guess that, you know, that's the whole give and take here. It was fantastic for us in game 1, and it's just not going to get there in game 2, and that's totally fine. Was that? No, it's just 2 of them. All right, so we're both taking 400 here. Yeah, I guess this Dawn is going to be hitting us, isn't it? All right, I mean, I'm not going to concede because there still is the chance of Cyberjar. But 2 Law of the Normals are gone, 2 Enchanting Fitting Rooms out. That's why we don't concede. All right. Set Cyberjar. And I'll set Triangle Power in case something goes wrong with the Cyberjar, but... we drew the perfect card. Okay, okay. We hit our other Law of the Normal. Our opponent hit Breaker? That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I don't want our opponent to see where the monsters are, obviously. But unfortunately, we needed the Cyberjar, but it's not going to bail us out of this one, it doesn't appear. We'll just set Moki Moki first. Set the DD Trainer. We do have Gravity Bind to buy some time, so we're not out of this yet. All right, take 400, please. Yep, and Moki Moki will hit the graveyard. Yeah, now our opponent can Pot of Greed, plus Graceful Charity. Heavy Storm is not gone, so they do still have that to use against us at some point. And Graceful Charity's fine. And level up. Oh yeah, we're going hard over there. You'd love to see it. And Kaiku, all right. So 2 level 5s are gone. Draw Oppressed People, that's a good one. All right, so let's set Gravity Bind. Set Oppressed People, pass the turn. And, I mean, we're still sitting on Triangle Power, the Law of the Normal in hand, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we draw our 3rd Enchanting Fitting Room. Knock? Okay. I mean, we have seen Enchanting Fitting Room hit 4 monsters, right? Right? We can draw it and do it again. Okay. I understand. Smashing Ground pretty good here. And Rhoda. Yep, you got it. We going level 3? No, we're going DD Warrior Lady. Okay. Opponent knows about the Gravity Bind, but they have a Decree. All right, we're dead. Very nice. All right, so we just have to win this game 3. I don't know. We probably want these in, right? Maybe it's better than like Gravity Bind and the Human Wave Tactics to just go completely away from traps. And then we'll just cut one of the Heart of the Underdogs. I do think Gravity Bind obviously is good against the decks that are playing like Blade Knight, Kaiku, stuff like that. But Scapegoat's going to serve a similar purpose. And also lets us get in Metamorphosis, and it's just a way to beat the Royal Decree while also doing the same thing. Oh, this hand is beautiful. All right, let's set DD Trainer, pass the turn. We could just pull the whole turn 2 Law of the Normal. Don't kill you, but you lose everything, and I get to keep my monsters. We'll see. Sure. We've been duoed a lot in this video. All right, we lose Moki Moki. We lose Oppressed People. That's totally fine. Don't really care about those cards. Yep, you have a Silent Swordsman. Gigabyte. Yeah, I think I'm down to play this game. Just, all right, see if our opponent can top deck really well. All right, well, we only hit 1 Charcoal and Patchy here. Need to hit 2 off of this fitting room. And we did not. Just hit the Moki Moki. Ouch. I think we're going to lose then? Yeah. Would appear like that's going to be the case, but we'll just set Gigabyte and pass the turn. Our Enchanting Fitting Rooms did not come through for us in game 2 or 3, which is very unfortunate because I think we're just going to lose to Big Boy here. How does this thing evolve? Oh, level up. That's how it evolves. Okay. I mean, we played around Royal Decree by citing in all spells, and now we have to deal with this, and we just can't, right? Right? We actually just lose? Okay. Let my opponent have some fun here. Negate all spell effects on the field. Yeah. Scapegoat could have been a gravity bind. I don't see how we would have gotten out of this anyway, because we just can't do anything. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, I guess I do have Cyberjar. Okay. I have Cyberjar, so we're not going to concede. Cyberjar clearly didn't work out for us in game 2, but maybe it'll work out this time. So we're going to have it really quickly because we could just die on the next turn. All right, Gigabyte. Hopefully can buy us another turn for Cyberjar. Donald Zalug, okay. So we're going to lose our Law of the Normal. Got it. Are we activating? Because we don't have to. Okay. And any Cyberjars? Nope, Kozaki. All right, so we'll go ahead and pack this one up. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get a second win. We were very close in game 2, and honestly pretty close in game 3 as well. But, you know, the Enchanting Fitting Rooms just didn't come through for us. Cyberjar didn't come through for us in game 2. But game 1 was still awesome off of the Enchanting Fitting Room. So that's going to be Meme Deck Monday, and that's going to be Law of the Normal. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next video.